So for those that still don't know me, I've been at Microsoft for 24 years. My name is Gina Alves, and I'm the Channel Sales Manager for East and Southern Africa. Today, we'd like to introduce you to Microsoft M365 Copilot, your intelligent partner in the workplace. Copilot is designed to enhance your productivity by leveraging the power of AI, which seamlessly integrates with the Microsoft 365 suite. It's not just about doing the same thing more efficiently, it's about transforming the way you work. With Copilot, you can draft emails, create documents, prepare presentations, and analyze data with ease. It understands your commands in natural language, making it easy to use right from the start. Whether you're summarizing key points from a meeting or generating a project plan, Copilot is here to assist you every step of the way. With Copilot, you'll discover how you can save time, foster creativity, and learn new skills within the apps you use daily. Without any further delay, I would like to introduce to you Omar Riad, our Copilot sales specialist out of Egypt, who will take you through the Copilot features in more detail. Over to you, Omar.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Can anyone hear me? Can everyone hear me, right?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Gina, for this wonderful introduction. Hello, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Omar Riad. I'm going to be your solution area specialist for the Copilot technology. And today I will be explaining in a quick, brief, short period of time what is Copilot and how it's going to be integrated in Microsoft apps. And if there is time, I'm going to be explaining how it's going to be secure for you and for your organization. Now, I believe that my screen is visible for you, gentlemen, so I will be starting with a short video and I will be moving forward after this.
Whoa. Straight to the top, never going down, don't wait for the drop. Stand still, that's the motto, yeah. Brand new plans for the auto, oh. Foot to the ground, full throttle, big energy for the night like lotto. Y'all talk lots, never this quiet, life like a Seinfeld plot. Vault full of songs, all of the bombs, something like a minefield guy, boom. Get it, tickets running out quick. Bet it, never get it outbid. Said it, never had to shout it. They said I couldn't ever do it, okay, how's it? Fit a week worth of work in a minute. Machine well oiled, you know how I stay efficient. And I do this different. Hold up, wait a minute, I ain't finished. Just flows the same now. Paved the way to snakes and fakes and chased out back to back. I changed the pace now, had to stack the cash until the bounce out. Straight to the top, never going down, don't wait for the drop.
Well, I know it's kind of a lot of what happened here in the video, so allow me to actually start by explaining briefly and dissecting what is Copilot, gentlemen. So Copilot is based on Microsoft new AI technology that has partnered with OpenAI to get you the latest updates. This means it's an add-on feature that combines the power of the large language module here in front of your screen with your data in Microsoft Graph. So you might be wondering, what is Microsoft Graph? I like to actually say it in a different way. Microsoft Graph is basically the magic wand, or in a technical terminology, it is going to be called the API system or the application programming interface that allow the Copilot itself to be integrated in your company organization to allow you to fetch whatever information that you need from within your organization first and then serve the internet. By this, I mean, gentlemen, that your calendars, emails, chats, documents, and more are all connected. And then we have this amazing feature, which is going to be the Microsoft 365 apps that can turn your world.
Can I quickly interrupt?
Yes.
Don't you want to put your camera on for us? We feel so lonely. We don't see your
Yes.
face.
Sure. So, like I said, and like I was explaining, so your calendars, emails, chats, and more are all connected. And then we have this amazing feature, which is going to be Microsoft 365 apps that literally can turn your words into the most powerful productivity tool on the planet. And I mean it when I say it. The goal here, gentlemen, for the Copilot itself to actually spend less time focus on the tools itself and more time focus on the important work, or as I would like to say it sometimes, you can do more with less. So now you can actually be more creative in Word, more analytical in Excel, more expressive in PowerPoint, and more productive in Outlook. So basically, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that, what if the tools learn how you work rather than the other way around? Then it would be awesome. Now, I will be starting actually by pitching one of Microsoft productivity apps, starting with Teams. And the reason I like to actually present Copilot in Teams first, because what if I told you, gentlemen, that you can actually attend both meetings at the same time? What if you have a conflict between two meetings and simply you don't have the time, the capacity of the time in your day to reschedule the meeting later that day, or even schedule the meeting later in the week? So basically, Copilot in Teams allow you to actually attend both meetings at the same time, your virtual self and your physical self. Allow me to show you here in this short video, and I will be explaining more after.
Imagine you have an appointment that conflicts with your weekly business review. What if you could do both? With Copilot, you can opt to follow a meeting. After the meeting ends, Copilot will summarize what you missed. You'll get a notification in Teams when the recap is ready. This recap will highlight content that was shared, summarize notes, and any action items for you or others whose names were mentioned. You see that one of your customers was discussed, and you want to learn more. You can ask Copilot clarifying questions, and it provides a detailed response. It can tell you why a certain decision was made, and gives you helpful context. You can even ask Copilot what other solutions were considered, and it provides citations from the transcript, so you can see where Copilot drew these conclusions. It's a huge time saver. So that was pretty cool. But the real magic of Copilot happens during a live meeting. Let's say you're in a meeting with your team. You can ask Copilot to summarize the meeting so far. You can see how it summarizes who said what points were made, and it's really capturing the spirit of the discussion. And as the meeting progresses, you can check in on where people stand. You can even ask Copilot what questions are unresolved. It's just amazing to see this happen in real time during a meeting.
So fundamentally, gentlemen, we have two scenarios here. The first scenario is going to be actually if I'm able to attend the meeting. Then if you're like me sometimes, feel like the meeting is taking so long and you feel distracted, sometimes you lose focus, you can actually utilize Copilot in the live meeting to actually ask it whatever you want. Recap the meeting for me, what the points are that is listed for me, my to-do list, anything that you want. Now, the second scenario is going to be if I'm not able to attend the meeting, and let's say I had a family emergency, for example, and my colleague here, Vanessa, was actually the organizer of the meeting. I will simply have to align with Vanessa to actually inform her that I have a family emergency, and please allow the Copilot to start recording or transcripting the meeting for me. And the key word here, gentlemen, is allow. I want to allow the Copilot, because if I told you, and if I told anyone in the room right now that Copilot can actually access all your meetings without your permission, then not only Copilot, the AI itself is going to be dangerous. However, when I say allow, you give permission to Copilot to assist you when you can actually allow the recording, it can transcript or record the video, record the meeting for you. So this is basically the two fundamentals or the two scenarios of Microsoft in Teams. And I just want you to understand that Copilot will never, ever going to leak your data at all. I will be moving forward explaining how Copilot is going to be secure for you. Now, for the second aspect of the presentation, which is going to be Copilot in Excel. Now, Copilot in Excel, gentlemen, let's all agree that Excel itself as a Microsoft application is the most complicated app out there. It actually requires people to have some sort of knowledge coding and some sort of keyword prompting. So what if I told you that Copilot in Excel helps you to put all the rich capabilities of Excel at your fingertips, enables anyone to analyze and visualize data literally like a data analyst. You can now use Copilot to access advanced analytics and create powerful professional visualizations in just a matter of seconds. Allow me to show you here in this short demo, and I will be explaining more after it.
Python in Excel brings the world of Excel and Python analytics together. And now Copilot is here to help you along the way. With the new PY function, you can use powerful Python libraries right within your Excel workbook to create compelling plots and visualizations, train machine learning models, and other advanced analytics. With Copilot, you don't need to be an expert. All you need are simple prompts. Want to estimate your future sales? Copilot can generate forecasts using one of the multiple Python libraries available through Python in Excel. You can then better understand and visualize the data by requesting a chart. With Copilot, you can create Python visualizations, like multiplots, to see how variables relate to each other. Or use powerful data cleansing techniques, such as regex, to apply consistent formatting to your data. Or apply machine learning models. Copilot brings the rich capabilities of Python in Excel to your fingertips.
So as you just saw here, gentlemen, that actually this are some of the features of Copilot in Excel. It can even analyze trends for you, or even reveal correlations, or propose what-if scenarios. Whatever you want, Copilot in Excel will do it for you. However, the main concern that I need you to be aware of is we are dealing here with numbers because of Excel. So the main aspect here that you need to be aware of is you have to ask the right and accurate question to give you the right and accurate answer. Now, moving forward, I'm going to be explaining Copilot in PowerPoint. And let's all agree that as Microsoft Productivity app, PowerPoint is made to test your creativity and to test your innovation and how you're going to customize in each and every presentation. What if I told you that Copilot is actually made for PowerPoint because it actually helps you to unleash your productivity and your creativity. So by combining these two together, you can actually be more productive, more creative, and in the PowerPoint itself. So from the initial presentation, or from the initial prompt to the final presentation, Copilot guides you through crafting compelling slides that literally can tell your story with impact. So you have to never to start from scratch again regarding any presentation that you want, and let the Copilot capabilities transform your ideas into professional presentations that literally can captivate your audience. Because I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but when I make a presentation, I actually care about leaving an impression, not just making slides. Now, allow me to show you two short demos for Copilot in PowerPoint. The first demo is going to be actually if I want to create a whole presentation based on a specific document. Yes, I can do this. As you can see here, I will play this short demo for you, and I will be explaining. As you can see here, I clicked on the Copilot icon here. I simply have the option to create a presentation from a file. If I went back a little, I don't know if it is visible for you in the screen here. I will try to pause when it's suitable. Yes, here I can create a presentation about a specific topic, or create a presentation about from a specific file, or add a slide in any presentation that I want. Let's say here in this demo, I want to create a presentation from a specific file. I can simply click it and search for the file, the document word that I need. And then, as you can see here, it will be start drafting my presentation for me. And voila, you have a whole presentation drafted from basically uploading this document into the PowerPoint, into the Copilot itself. So this comes in handy in so many scenarios, gentlemen. One of them is actually, we are actually having to face a lot when our managers surprised us with a sudden task and told us, let's say, for example, my manager told me, hey, Omar, I want you to take this this Word document, which is containing of 10 slides. And yes, I want you to create a presentation PowerPoint, and our meeting will be starting in 1 hour. So there is no way I'm going to be able to review all the 10 pages long, understand what's happening, fetch whatever information that I want to be able to customize, and then start customizing my own presentation based on the information that I understood from reading the Word document itself. So this is going to be actually just as simple as uploading the document into the PowerPoint, and it will create your presentation based on the content of this document. Now, the second scenario is going to be, or the second presentation that I want you to be aware of, is if I actually have a presentation here, gentlemen, that is made by Copilot, for example, and I had some empty slides here. Now, before actually Copilot was created, I literally had to go and put the effort to surf the internet, find what suitable image that is that I desire or I like, download it, and then insert it here. You know the drill. And insert it here and customize it in each and every slide, let alone if this presentation is about 40 slides or more. So what if I told you that you can simply click on the specific slide that you want to add the image in, and by doing so, you can utilize it, Copilot, to simply ask it in any natural language that you want to find you. Let's say, for example, here in our demo is going to be attend. So once I click this icon and click send, it will start searching images for me. And just like that, I will have multiple of images for me. Before actually moving forward, I just want to explain a very quick feature here that will help you as a user to give us, Microsoft, as feedback regarding the Copilot technology itself, which is the like and the dislike button here, as you can see. And if you have any concerns about us as Microsoft or any other company that have visibility to your data or let's say, for example, you disliked the Copilot by you asked Copilot to give you an example or images for a tent, and it didn't provide you the images for a tent, and you disliked the Copilot prompting, or you disliked the Copilot answer. So basically, us as a Microsoft will never ever have visibility to your data, and we will never know what context or what is the information that you disliked the Copilot for. We will simply have the like button and the dislike button as a percentage only. Now, moving forward, let's say if I want to even push the limits of the Copilot itself, and I want to customize this image based on my imagination. Let's say I want this tent to be in an outdoor scene. So just like that, I will have to ask Copilot, and it will start personalizing for me the image. And just like this, I will have a whole presentation or a whole image just based on my imagination. Now, moving forward, which is actually one of the main concerns that I will need to be explaining here, which is going to be Copilot security and how it's going to be secure for you and for your organization. Because as you all know, Copilot is just newly released, and so many people had so many concerns about it's going to be secure for me. What about the privacy issues? So allow me to briefly explain this last thing I have stored for you today. And again, thank you so much, Salt, and for everyone who are attempting this meeting and listening to me. So for Copilot security, as you know, Copilot is a new technology. So I just wanted to know that Copilot is built on Microsoft's comprehensive approach to security, compliance, privacy, and responsible AI. So it's going to be enterprise ready. This means, gentlemen, your data is your data. It's your own, and it's under your control. It is basically your data to choose how you want to leverage it. Allow me to give you some context here by tackling each and every security aspect here, starting for the privacy. So for the privacy, Microsoft ensures that the customer will always have logical isolation of customer content within each tenant. What I mean by this, allow me to give you a brief example to help you understand and have better insights. Let's say here I'm my colleague Gina, and we were attempting to host a meeting for our floor, and this meeting is going to be consisting of 50 people. Now, later that day, Gina talked with her colleague Vanessa, and she just stated or informed Vanessa that she is attempting to host the meeting for our floor without specifying how many people will be actually attending the meeting. So if Vanessa wanted to know how many people, and she utilized Copilot to ask it, Copilot will never give her this information, as it simply didn't exist in her user tenant. This is what I mean by logical isolation of customer content within each tenant. And I just want you to be rest assured, gentlemen, that Microsoft employees will never ever going to have visibility to your customers' data, and your data is not used to train or enrich any of the foundational AI models used by others without your permission at all. Now, regarding the security and the compliance section here, which is going to be wonderful when I actually say this to you. Let's say, for example, you have any of Microsoft security features. You have Microsoft Defender, Microsoft Priva, Microsoft Intune, any of Microsoft security features. As a Copilot itself, as I explained, it is an add-on feature. So this means that whatever configuration you as a user will be using, it will be inherited into the Copilot automatically without having to literally put the effort to implement it all over again. So all the security features you as a user have, Copilot will actually adapt it at all, and it will be inherited into the Copilot just like that. Now, for the last thing which I'm going to be presenting here today, which is going to be the responsible AI. So you might be wondering, what is responsible AI? Responsible AI, gentlemen, is the extra layer of security added, us as a Microsoft added in our Copilot. And the use of it is, allow me to compare our Copilot with any other chat engine here out there in the world right now. So basically, if you are using any chat engine other than Copilot, you can actually bypass and get some sort of unauthorized information by actually changing how you're going to prompt your question. So if you are going to change your prompt, you're going to have information that is not supposed for you to know. However, for the responsible AI, which is the extra layer of security added, it restricts people from misusing Copilot. So I promise you, no matter how much time you spend or how many times you try to actually change your prompting to get what you need or to get unauthorized information, you will simply not allowed to know this information at all. I will be playing one last thing for you, which is going to be a 1-minute video about the Copilot security, and I will be done for today.
Microsoft 365 Copilot is transforming work with the power of generative AI. It's built on Microsoft's comprehensive approach to enterprise-grade security, compliance, privacy, identity, and responsible AI. Copilot automatically inherits your organization's Microsoft 365 security, compliance, and privacy policies, so you know your data is protected and always in your control. It all starts with your Microsoft 365 tenant. Data stored in your tenant is encrypted and only available to the users within that tenant. Your existing Microsoft 365 permissions and policies ensure that data won't leak between users and groups. And Copilot users only have access to data they've been granted permission to see in Microsoft 365 using the same technology customers have relied on for years. Your tenant sits inside the Microsoft 365 service boundary, where Microsoft's commitments to security, compliance, data location, and privacy are upheld. The Copilot large language models, or LLMs, that process your data sit within that same boundary, much like other Microsoft 365 services. Microsoft does not have eyes-on access, which means no one can view your data. Your data is not used to train the LLMs. And our EU customers can be confident that their data is processed within the EU data boundary. Microsoft 365 Copilot, enterprise-grade security and privacy for the era of generative AI.
And just like that, gentlemen, I am very honored to present the Copilot technology for you in a brief way to help you understand it more and to have a better insights about how Copilot is going to be secure for you, be more productive, and it is called Copilot for a reason, gentlemen. It's called Copilot for a reason because it is actually, you are the pilot and it is the Copilot for you to help you in your day-to-day activities. It is not made to replace you. It will never, ever be made to replace you. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. Gina, Vanessa, do you want to take it from here?